This is the Greatest Songs Ever show, hosted by Elijah Mendiola. Open your minds, open your ears, and open your soul to the rhythm. Follow the vibrations. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my new show. This show is called Greatest Songs Ever. I'm going to go through some of my favorite songs on the entire planet. Let's just be honest, my musical taste is way better than yours, and it's way better than most people. Maybe I was gifted with special ears. My ears can hear frequencies and vibes that yours can't. So my goal is to tell you what the best songs on the planet are. And if you don't like them, it's not that the songs are bad, it's that your ears are bad. Okay? So let's have a little bit of fun. And I think this is episode number 1. And when I think of best songs in the world, I can't help but think of Opeth. And I remember probably when I was 25 years old, I had already been obsessed with Metallica for 10 years, and I was obsessed with Pantera. Then I started listening to Slayer and Megadeth and Deftones, and all that shit was great. But one day, I heard Opeth. And it blew my mind that you could play death metal and then all of a sudden play classical guitar with sweet, sweet vocals. And I said, holy shit, that's the music I like. That's the bee's knees. That's what music is about. It's about not boxing yourself into a certain genre, like, oh, we're a black metal band, so we're only going to play black metal. Like, if you were a black metal band and then you played classical piano on the next song, I'd be like, that's dope. That is well-rounded musicianship. And that means that you're not confining yourself to a certain style. You're expressing yourself musically. The hell was that? Okay, I don't know what that noise was, but anyways, let's go ahead and start this song. So, oh man, I could talk about Opeth all day. Their new album sucks. I understand Mikael, because I'm in the same predicament he is. He wrote death metal, and then he started getting a little bit experimental with lighter stuff like this song. And then he started to blend the two, and then all of a sudden he cut out all the metal and then just went straight hippie. And it started good at first, but then it started turning into some weird thing that only he liked, and it got to his head or something. But I understand him. I understand that he's like, I'm tired of playing metal. I've done it for 20 years. I want to fuck around. I want to do something else. And I commend him for that, but maybe he needs to reinvent himself again and play the blues or something. But anyways, let's get to the song. This song is called Reverie Harlequin Forest, and it is on the album Ghost Reveries. So I recorded... Oh, they're shooting Nerf darts at the door. That's what they're doing. Damn it. I just picked 3 parts of the song because the song is 11 minutes and 39 seconds. So I just went ahead and picked some of my favorite parts of the song, so let's go to part one. Now, in a good song, you got to be able to do a melody line that's catchy, that is beautiful, and is it's like singing something that's on the guitar that doesn't need words. It's just a nice melody line. I'm doing something. I'm doing something. Oh, yeah, I turned it off. Sorry, people. She didn't turn off the light. All right, fuck it. The light's staying on. It's like doing a melody line, like talking to somebody. You're talking to somebody that's listening to you, but there's other things going on, but they're paying attention to what you're doing or saying in a crowded room. That's kind of the same thing. But to do it masterfully, Mikael has that down. So let's just play this little part, and it's beautiful. Check it out. Ooh, that gives me chills. Okay, so this is a perfect example of harmony. I love harmonies. They belong in metal. I'd put them in every song I write almost. Uh, it's a perfect blend of notes that are either a root fifth or a third, or just depending on how they feel. But Jesus, that bass line is so sick. It's so simple. Just boom, psh, boom, 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 psh, boom, psh, and it goes so perfect with the drums and everything. And yeah, man, you can hear every musician in that part perfectly. Like you can hear the bass, both guitars, drums, and the piano perfectly blended, on purpose, intentional, nice sounding. I love it. That's one of my favorite melodies in Opeth, all Opeth, and I think most people would agree. So let's hear another part of the song. This is in the same song. They made a beautiful riff, and then they made this just devastating, heavy ass, slow, another melody, but it's deeper and hardcore. All right, check it out. Now the woods are burning. Tearing life comes asunder. Useless bloodshed we made. Still by a smoldering That's the same song, people. That is music, okay? If you can do that in the same song, you've done it. You have done it. So that riff. Some people think tuning down is heavy and playing fast is heavy and just everyone playing the same note. No. That has nothing to do with being heavy. Nothing. Black Sabbath did the simplest riffs. They were dog fighting. The notes were dog fighting, and it was just the notes were battling each other to stay in there to sound, fighting for that space. And the riff was heavy as fuck, and it was slow, and that's what that is. And it's a beautiful thing, man. And it truly is. Like, when you think beauty, you think, oh, a Monet or the Mona Lisa. No. That's beauty right there, man. That's art. So that's what I think of when I think of heavy, is stuff like that. And then then you can get one note, boom, 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 boom. You can place notes in a certain spot, and it can be one note, and it can be interesting if you place that note in a certain spot. If you place the note in an obvious spot that you see coming from a mile away, it's just not as fun. It's too predictable. It's boring. It's been done before a million times. You want to do something that you got to try. The whole point about writing music is trying to do something that's never been done before. That is the key. Okay, so let's do one more riff in this song. This is the melody line. Did you hear that? Okay, so there's genius chords being strummed in the background. Everyone's laying down the rhythm, and Mikael just throws a nasty melody on top, and it sounds beautiful. And it's not supposed to be, oh, we're fucking hardcore. No, it's supposed to be almost nice sounding and good to the ear and beautiful and melodic and dark in a long phrase. It's a long phrase. It's not a quick like. It's not like a repeat. It's like one long phrase throughout the riff, and it's beautiful to drag it on and make it 18 bar. Or I mean, like 8 to 10 bars long, and that's fun, and that's a journey. That's a musical journey that lets you crawl through it instead of just repeating and repeating, because the music these days is so repetitive. I hear a song and all I can hear is the same part over and over, and I'm like, damn, the song's 3 minutes long and they went through that part 5 times. It's like, what the fuck is this? You know? So, Opeth, ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely one of my favorite bands of all time. Thank you for watching this. I hope I shed some light on my musical thoughts of how I think about music, and I don't just listen to music, I think deeply upon it. And I really try to think about what they were thinking when they wrote that riff, or how they wrote the riff, or what the notes they were thinking, and what kind of chords, and how did they come up with this beautiful stuff. And that helps me write music too. So thanks again, everybody. I hope y'all like the show, and I will continue to do more because it was fun to pontificate on how I feel about these riffs. All right. Thanks, everybody.